Um, just to give you an idea of how our year started off, we start off with something that we can't even see. An enemy that's taken so many lives and we know nothing about, and that's COVID-19. When this first took place, we didn't know what to do, just like most of y'all probably did. So we started going by the CDC guidelines with the alcohol, the mask, the hands, the sanitizing. So our job with the sheriff is the courthouse, our building, and the administration, the tower, which is a courthouse annex because of Judge Davenport. Well, so we got security set up in these buildings. Well, now we have to perform the basic COVID-19 test. We get your information, you sign it in, you do the temperature, and if everything goes fine, you go on in, conduct your business. Well, from the beginning, and I averaged 350 to 400 inmates in our jail. Well, when I started, we had, I think, 26 in our department. Well, right now, I got 68 in the jail that work. And counting my certified reserves and my part-timers, I have 104 deputies. We work city and county. It sounds like a lot, but to go back, what I'm saying is, juvenile had 1 test positive. The district attorney's office had 1 test positive. Probate, I think, had 3. And then we finally got 1. And we were going on good stats. Of course, every day we've gone through 17 55-gallon drums of alcohol. We spray down the lobbies every day when the day's over. Our patrol cars, we spray them twice a day to protect our deputies. When the country was shut down, first responders weren't. So, we did everything we can do to protect our people. And then all of a sudden, things started changing. We started seeing these movements going, these protests, these riots. We got a couple guys come around Dothan, and they started off in town videoing. Well, let me back up just a second. I get a flyer from the FBI, and it says, have you got this flyer? They're going to burn down Wiregrass Commons Mall and bring your bat, your body armor, and your ballistic helmets. And I'm thinking, who are they? He says, we don't know. All right now, it could be this Antifa group. We don't know. So that morning, I got with Dothan PD, Cap Mott, Major Benny, and a couple others, and I sent 22 deputies over behind the old conservatory building, and we were going to use our SRT guys, our SWAT guys. If they breached entry into the mall, we were going to get them to bring them out. And so, anyway, that didn't happen, but we did have a protest at lunchtime. So, protest was very peaceful. It is a little disturbing to get out with them and some of the signs they were holding, that's their opinions. That's the First Amendment. They have a right to it. Our job was to make sure it don't get disrupted. So we had about 130 protesters the first one, and we had one issue. I know he's not in here. He's going to court today for being arrested back then, but he tried starting some problems as they came in. That day I had 3 snipers on the buildings because I didn't know what we were going to have. We projected and watched all this stuff going on around the country. We wanted to be ready. Well, the sniper spotted this guy with a gun. So we approached him and said, you need to go put the gun up. The law clearly states, Title 13, you cannot possess a firearm during a protest. And the other guy that was with him went and put his up. Well, he goes across the street. So everything's going calm. Then all of a sudden, an African-American lady turns onto Main, and he shouts something at her. And I don't know if she didn't know what he meant or he was trying to say something. Anyway, she stopped and got out, and he was going to try to start a fight with her. So we arrested him. He had the firearm on, carried the firearm within 1,000 feet, and we charged him with 2 other counts. She didn't know he had a gun, and we're trying to tell her, lady, go on. And she was giving us, down the road. So we're sort of in between. But anyway, he goes to court. Well, after this part, these guys start going around videoing our buildings in Dothan. Well, the FBI flyers, said they were going to come burn down Wiregrass. We got a call that said Antifa was going to burn the sheriff's department and the police department down. And it's a recorded call. Of course, the way they do phones today, you could never track it back. It probably come back to a computer. But with saying that, we took it serious. So these 2 guys are videoing.